Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, sponsored today by Bamboo Learning. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, August 10th, 2020, and we begin with what some are calling a clue to Joe Biden's possible choice for a running mate. Over the weekend, reports emerged of a secret meeting with Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, his first known in-person sit-down with someone on his short list. Even so, two other candidates are still considered the frontrunners: California Senator Kamala Harris and former National Security Advisor Susan Rice. Of course, nothing in politics really leaks by accident, so many believe the news of the Whitmer meeting was released to the media to gauge the public's reaction. Mr. Biden's decision is expected any day now. America's Got Talent host Simon Cowell will be out of commission for a while. The Music Man took a bad spill from his brand new electric bike on Saturday and broke his back in several places. He wasn't far from his Malibu home. In fact, he was at home taking a spin in his own courtyard when it happened. A representative for Mr. Cowell confirmed he had surgery that same night to insert a metal rod. There's no word on how his recovery will impact America's Got Talent, which is expected to resume production soon. An English doctor has gone the distance to prove that wearing a mask is safe. Tom Lawton works in the intensive care unit of a hospital and got frustrated by reports of people refusing to use facial coverings because they said they couldn't breathe and their oxygen levels dropped. To prove that wasn't the case, he slapped on a 3-layer cloth mask and ran 8 miles to work and another 14 miles back. And while he admits it was uncomfortable, he said it never came off and his oxygen level stayed at a healthy 98% the entire 22 miles. Dr. Lawton maintains that masks aren't the only solution and says it's also critical that we maintain our safe social distance from others and wash our hands a lot. North Carolina is not typically known as an earthquake state, but it got rocked over the weekend by its strongest shaker in more than 100 years. The 5.1 magnitude quake hit just after 8 in the morning yesterday, 2.5 miles southwest of the city of Sparta, near the Virginia border. It made a mess in some stores, but no significant damage or injuries were reported. Sunday's shaker was the biggest to hit the state since a 5.5 back in 1916. What do you do if you come face-to-face with a bear? The National Park Service has some answers. Among them, don't push a slower friend down to give yourself a better getaway. The cheeky advice is part of a new ad campaign to make sure those of us headed to the great outdoors stay safe. Among the more serious suggestions, move away slowly and sideways so you can keep an eye on the bear without tripping. Bears are reportedly not threatened when you move sideways, but like dogs, will chase you if you run. Also, raise your voice so the bear doesn't confuse you for an animal, and always hike in groups. This is one surefire way to drum up business. Starting this Friday and running through October 21st, Walmart is turning 160 of its parking lots into drive-ins. In all, the big box store will have 320 free movie showings, including E.T., The Wizard of Oz, Black Panther, as well as animated movies like Cars and The Iron Giant. Actress Drew Barrymore reportedly will serve as virtual host for all events and will make a surprise in-person appearance at one location. Other special guests include Jennifer Garner, LeBron James, and Chrissy Metz from This Is Us. Reservations are required. Interested families can sign up at thewalmartdrivein.com. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. Who recently met with Joe Biden in secret? Possible running mate, Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Where can you see free movies starting this Friday? In select Walmart parking lots. How long has it been since North Carolina's last big earthquake? More than 100 years. Why did an English doctor run 22 miles in a mask? To prove wearing them doesn't drop oxygen levels. In One for the Road. On this day in history in 1793, a museum opened that would go on to be the largest and most popular in the world. It's called the Louvre in Paris and is home to the art of Michelangelo, Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, and Leonardo da Vinci, whose Mona Lisa is considered the crown jewel of its collection. Fun fact, if you were to visit the Louvre and spend 30 seconds at each exhibit, it would reportedly take 100 consecutive days to get through them all. And that's without even taking one break to sleep or eat. Fortunately, if you want to take a peek inside at your own pace, you can visit virtually through tours on its website. And to learn more about any of the great artists behind the masterpieces, Bamboo Learning has you covered. Just say, Alexa, open Bamboo Luminaries. Before we go, we have birthday shout-outs for Dylan in Gaithersburg, Maryland, Samuel in Olivet, Missouri, Brett in Brentwood, Tennessee, Ethan in Marysville, Michigan, Jordan in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Gavin in Palmetto Bay, Florida, Bryce in San Antonio, Texas, Colton in Bossier City, Louisiana, Roman in Manassas, Virginia, and to California for Chase in San Mateo, and Vivan in Pleasanton. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, you can use Alexa to listen to KidNuz. Just say, Alexa, play the KidNuz podcast. We'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.